Good evening, everybody. How are we all? I'm still absolutely rubbish at this and still haven't even got sorted with it. So could somebody just put in the chat box if it's working, please? I'm still absolutely rubbish at this and still haven't even got sorted with it. So could somebody just put in the chat box if it's working, please? I believe it's working anyway. I'm still absolutely rubbish at this and still haven't even got sorted with it. So could somebody just put in the chat box if it's working? I'll turn that down. Right, good evening to you all. Hope everyone's well. Right, tonight, if you saw the last video, yes, we have got giveaways. We've also got 3 guests coming in. So if you haven't noticed from the thumbnail, then we've got the lovely Sue from Backpacks and Bruises. You've already seen the one half of that channel on before, the lovely Sam. We've also got the lovely Joe from Joe Outdoors. She's coming on to join us halfway through as well. And then we've got Davey Boy. So he's one of my little clan from down Shropshire here. Chat box is going absolutely crazy. Good evening to you all. Hope everybody is absolutely spiffingly well. Cheers, Rich, loud and clear. Much appreciated. Right, let's get those questions in then. What have you got in? Let's hear what we've got. If I do look away, it's not because I'm being ignorant. I've just got my desktop right here to the side of me as well, so I'm just reading the comments off that. More importantly, let's crack open a tinny. So another nice IPA tonight. Tash, where's your beer? It's right here. And here. And then the others are just under the table here. I'll get a bit thirsty later on. Diver Gray, good evening, mate. How you doing? All right. Grizzly D, how's it going, boss? How's lockdown 2 treating you? Pretty crap, in all fairness, mate. Same, probably not as bad as the last one. I mean, the last one it was a good 3.5, 4 months before I actually went out camping. That was a long time. That sort of, yeah, that was terrible. Lockdown 2, ain't really so bad. Still working as well, which is quite good. So I'm still managing to avoid the furlough scheme. Not actually at work, but we're working from home, so we can still do what we can from home. So yeah, yeah, I've been to go outdoors as well the past 4 days, so it's essential though, that isn't it, eh? Pete Wild, there's a spider in the corner, mate. What? That? I can't see a spider, mate. I don't know where you're looking, to be honest. If there is, it's keeping me company tonight. We can add that to the guest list as well. Right, who else we got? John's Adventures. Dave, your poles that you use, are they worth it in your opinion? If you're on about the hiking poles, mate, the trekking poles, yes, they are absolutely worth it, especially for going downhill. So going uphill, they're not so bad, or you can use them going uphill. I do tend to use them quite a bit as well. So coming downhill, they're a godsend, to be honest. It saves the knees. And they're not expensive, to be honest. The ones I use are the caramel ones from Sports Direct. So very well worth a check out there. Expensive ones, you're going to start paying for the likes of carbon fiber and that. Totally up to you what you want to use them for. But they're also good for me as well. So when I use the tent, I can prop my tent up with them as well. So a bit of a multi-use tool. So it comes in handy. A Shropshire lad, evening gaffer. Yes, somebody asked earlier on in the comment, is Pork Pie Man coming on tonight? Unfortunately, he'll be keeping an eye on the chat for me, but no, he won't be coming on live tonight, which is a shame. But stay tuned to the very end. We've got a few people coming on right at the end anyway, and we're going to explain. So there's probably about 2 or 3, maybe 4 guys coming on at the end, and they're going to explain another giveaway prize that I haven't mentioned yet, so keep an eye on for that. Yeah, who else have we got? Misty Mountain Rambler, got a glass of red wine. Cheers. Yes, cheers to you, mate. If it is red wine, I hope it is Malbec from Barefoot. That's a nice little tipple, that one. Backpacks and bruises, Sab. I thought she'd be in the chat box here. Go gentle on my mate, Dave. Her name's Sue, just in case you forget. Yeah, I won't forget after your last appearance, Sam. Don't you worry. But yes, we'll go very careful on Sue. In fact, it probably should be me saying it the other way around. Actually, she should be going quite careful on me. Rowdy, cheers for the sticker, Dave. Good, glad you got it. I didn't know whether to come and hand deliver it to you or not, mate, but I thought it would probably be a bit more better just to put it in the post. Yes, Tash, you did miss me at Go Outdoors. I've been here for the past 4 days. I've spent a little bit of money, that's all. Dusty Baggins, been up Kinder today. Have you been? Good evening, Dusty. Hope you're well, mate. What was it like up there? It's been a nice clear day over here, but no, I haven't been up over Kinder. I've only been to the Peak District twice, and that was up on Winhill Pike, where I was camping in the cloud. So I didn't even get to see any views from up there. And then the last adventure I went on up in the Peak District was up in on Derwent Edge, and we camped up at Wheelstones there, and that was an absolute beautiful spot that was. But no, Kinder is on the list actually. I'd like to make my way up there. Munro Bagger, Aldi beer. Yes, it is Aldi beer. How'd you guess? Aldi have started to stock a nice selection of IPAs now. I know the one right by me has. So yeah, that's probably one of my favourites from Aldi, the Hop Stepper. But they've actually started stocking Brewdog as well, and it's one of their own versions of Brewdog as well. So might be worth checking out Aldi for your future camps. Mooster Outdoors. Who's that hunky? Who's that hunky fella in the background? That's a Shropshire lad. That is when we took a bimble up on Longmynd. That was. Jim Bob, evening, mate. You all right? Jim Bob, I actually tagged. I don't know if you got it, but I did tag you on Facebook a couple of days ago, and it was somebody asking if they've done a roundabout, wild camped in the middle of a roundabout, and I mentioned your name and your channel to him, but I don't know if you picked that up, mate. The Nottingham lass, Deb says hello. Hiya, Deb. Hope you're well. And also, thank you ever so much, Lucy. I've got it right here next to me, the little fridge magnet you sent me. There we go, thank you. Wild Astro, if folk are on the wine, I must bust out the Yol mulled. Yes, if anybody likes mulled wine, actually get in touch with Wild Astro before Christmas, because he makes the absolute perfect mulled wine, and it gets you off your rocker pretty quick. It does. So yeah, if you like your mulled wine, get in touch with Mr. Astro Wild. Tash, I'm glad you received your sticker. Glad you liked it as well. Thank you ever so much for purchasing one. Very kind of you. UK Carpenter Outdoors, yeah, thank you ever so much as well. Much appreciated. Now, talking of people that have bought stickers, Mike from Cheshire Wanderer, shout out to you, brother. He actually paid for 2 stickers, but he only wanted 1. And what he said to do was, he knew I was doing a live session on Sunday night. So what he's actually said to do was give one of them away courtesy of him. So there you go. I know I said it was going to be a live giveaway, but I've actually been racking my brains on how I could actually make it live. Because what I use to make it fair for everybody is a random generator off the Tinternet. So what I've decided to do is, I'll give you the if you want to be in the chance with the winning the stuff that I'm going to show you throughout, I'll give you the instructions to follow. And what it's going to be a comment, not in the live chat, but actually in the comments section itself on the video. I'll get you to leave some normal hashtag stuff like what we've done before, and I'm going to draw it in 7 days' time, just to give everyone else a chance to catch up and to sort out. Right, let's get our first guest in tonight. We've seen the one half already. We're going for the other half. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the lovely Sue. Hi, Sue.
I don't know whether I like being classed as Sam's other half.
That's a very nice top you've got on. What does it say?
This is our new design T-shirt.
Oh, really? So you've given me old stock then?
You've got all, well, no. This one came out just after you got ours.
Looks good. Very good. To be fair,
Okay.
I've seen you guys have got quite a few knocking round, haven't you? I've seen
I think we've
quite a
got
few of them
about
where
3. We've got
there's the
3
herd
now.
one.
Yeah, that's our walking group, the herd. So yeah, that's
Oh,
our
excellent. Right, everybody in the chat. First off, before we go into some questions, I just want to congratulate you and Sam on reaching your 2,000 subscriber milestone. Very well done to you. That's
Thank
fantastic
you.
news. That is.
It is.
I'd
We're
just
so
like to say
excited.
I'm one of them, by the
Ah,
way. Right, so for those of you that don't know Sue, Sue is one half of Backpacks and Bruises YouTube channel. I'm sure everybody knows who they are. If you
I'm the
didn't,
quiet
you
one.
probably did. Yeah, if you didn't, you probably did when Sam come on, because she was quite chirpy, wasn't she, when she was on, bless her?
Yeah, it's not like her, is it?
No. In fact, I was going through one of your videos the other night I was watching, and it was up on, I forget the name of it now. You were holding onto a railing very tightly. Was it Giddy Edge? That was it. And you were looking
Oh
down
yeah, yeah,
on the
yeah, yeah,
road. That
yeah.
looked pretty steep. That did.
It's to be honest, it's not as scary as what it looks on videos, because we saw a lot of YouTube videos out there, so we were like anxious to get up there. It's if you aren't go ahead for heights, then you're going to feel it, but it's not the worst thing we've done. And there is this rickety old railing that you can keep hold of as you walk past.
Yeah, that's it. I see some. I don't know if Dusty's put in the comments there if that's aimed at me, but he's put, "Who is Sue?"
I
I
just
couldn't believe I couldn't believe I forgot your name when Sam was on. I felt dreadful.
yeah, we're never ever going to let you forget that.
No, I know that. Yeah, everybody seems to bring that up. Yeah. Right. Tell all the viewers then, Sue. What have you and Sam and the herds got lined up for when this lockdown crap is over?
We just want to pick up from where we left off before lockdown. We'd got up to a really good group of people. They were out up
Yeah.
to 30, I think 30 plus
Why?
one day. And it's just such a good laugh, such good fun. And we can't wait to get
Yeah.
that. Some of us like regroup, just a small bubble of us regrouped afterwards,
Yeah.
just to keep numbers down and for his own bit of sanity. And
Absolutely.
called ourselves the Unfriended, and
The Unfriended. Yeah.
we absolutely love them guys, and I know they're there.
I
Saying
believe there's
hello.
quite a few of them.
So
I believe there's quite a few of them in the chat here.
they've really supported me and Sam, because it's not been easy. So thanks, guys.
No, that's good. And even watching your videos as well, they all seem a very friendly bunch. You all seem to click and gel really well together.
Really do, yeah. We love them to bits.
And I even said I'd give a quick shout out to Tanny, because I know she's watching.
Ah, we love Tanny. Hi, Tanny.
Hi, Tanny. So well done on your 2,000 subscriber. Did that come pretty quickly, unexpected to you, or?
I don't think it did at the time. It felt like we were constantly counting, but then all of a sudden it's there, and we're like, wow, we were on about it the other day, and we said, can we remember when we were so excited because we got 50 subscribers, and we were like, oh, 50 people, and then like 2,000 mark. It's unbelievable.
It's a big milestone, that is. I mean, compared to some of the tubers out there, it's not a lot.
It's
but when you think about it, you're just a normal person that goes out and films. It's a big achievement, so it really is. Yeah.
It's just me and my best mate having a laugh and having a crack, and people seem to enjoy watching it. So.
And you can certainly tell as well that you and Sam are best mates. You obviously rub well on each other. You do. In fact, I'll rephrase that. You rub off on each other really well.
People do think that as well, yeah, but we don't.
But yeah, no, it certainly shows, and I think that's what draws people in, just watching you two going out, have a good laugh with each other, and enjoy what you're doing, the hiking, the camping that you do. But yeah, as soon as all this crap's over, we'll get a camp sorted together.
Absolutely, we've got so much planned for this year, and it's just, as everybody knows, not happened. But Yeah, definitely, Dave.
Good,
Up
yeah.
for some adventures.
So, how many people have you got in the herd, as you class them now? Have you lost count?
Yeah. There's so many new people that want to join us when we come back, and they keep asking us when are we going to start. But obviously, we've got to be so careful, so we're not. So God knows how many is going to be coming. We might have to just watch the numbers when we go back, just to keep it to a manageable. Because we do tend to lose people as well, babe.
It happens. It happens, doesn't it? Yeah.
I think
There's a lot of people.
There's two definitely still on Kinder.
Is there? Go on. Who are they?
Don't know.
Oh, right. Okay. There's a lot of people in the chat box saying hi, Sue.
Hi.
Pierre Reese, he's another local lad to me. He's just subscribed to you guys over there.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's a nice guy, he is, yeah. Dusty Baggins has put love you, Sue and Sam. I think he's one of your herd, isn't he? I've seen it.
As well. Yeah.
Got to get outdoors as well. He's put hi, Sue. There's quite a few coming through now saying hi.
Hello.
Hello. So, next adventure, Sue. I know we've talked about where you're going to go and what you're going to do, but where in the UK is your next adventure going to be?
There's so many places that we want to go. We really set out that we were going to do as many Wainwrights as we could. So I think that's probably where we're going to head out. We've talked with the group about doing some more Welsh adventures up there with the group. The thing is, with me and Sam, we want to do it all, and we want to do it now. And so it's hard to pinpoint because we're like too excited. Puppy's caged at the moment. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do this. I think first place is Lakes, definitely into Lakes.
Into the Lakes, yeah. There was that was one of my first in fact, that was my first wild camp up there. That was if ever you get the opportunity to park at a place called Washdale Head, there's a pub right there. And it's free park. Free parking. And we camped up at a place called Sprinkling Tarn, and that was an absolute beautiful place. That was. I think it's about 600 and something meters high. But if you ever get the chance, definitely get past there.
I can't wait to get back out again.
Who's got some questions for Sue in the chat then? So I'm sure there's going to be plenty coming through at you now, Sue.
Wild Astro. I like your channel, Wild Astro.
Oh, Richie, he's a great lad.
That's your friend, isn't it? Yeah.
He's a bit more than a friend sometimes.
Oh, is he?
He'll know what I mean.
I know what you mean. I've got one of them.
You have, yeah. Okay, so Woodside Walker, which is Tash, she's put, what's the story behind Bruises?
Bruises the name, or just
so you've got
general?
You've got backpacks in your name. Where's the bruises come from?
From a lot of pain, from sliding down mountains and falling off mountains, and lots of bruises in early days. Not so much now, but we were always coming home full of bruises and ripped backpacks and stuff like that.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Rob Nash, evening to you, pal. He's put, Sue, what's been your favourite place to walk and your favourite views from a summit?
In the Peak District, my favourite walk is up to Winnell Pike, and probably our favourite walk is the one that me and Sam did before. Probably last time me and her caught up was on our last video when we did the gliders in Wales. That was.
Yeah, I watched that as well. It's a lovely video. That was the gliders. It's a beautiful place. It is.
Yeah, we nearly died on way back down, but yeah.
Lee, step away from the screens. Evening to you, Nobby. He's put, what bit of kit comes with you on every trip?
Sam, does she class as kit?
I don't know. I'm going to be careful what I say. Actually, Tanny's been winding me up saying you've got some up your bloody sleeve, so I'm going to be nice. She's a little shit, she is, I tell you.
Yep, that's our panic. What bit? I don't know. I just stuff everything in a bag. Probably my GoPro is with me every time I step out of the house.
Does Sam have a GoPro as well?
Somewhere on a shelf, gathering dust, but I don't let her. I don't let her do stuff.
I'd say you're the more organised one out of the two. Is that right? Am I right in saying that?
Not really.
No.
No.
That does shock me. That does seem Christ.
No, I would say she's more organized. She's very much on time, and when we're going to do something, we do it. I'm the one that usually arrives late, and which everybody who comes on our walks will know that I arrive late. Fashionably late, some would say.
Isn't it? You know, sometimes Wild Astor is a bit like that. Sometimes he's fashionably late, and then he just strolls his way in. He's like, "How's it going?" All right.
That's me. I get it. Yeah.
Oh, actually, Tanny's made an appearance in the chat box, and she's put Sam is good at navigating. Is that right?
Yes, and that is also a dig at me because my navigational skills are terrible. I literally follow Sam.
And Alan Cole's evening to you, pal. He's put, have you ever done any of the Brecon Beacons?
No, that's on our list to do. And I think Sam's been there, but I haven't, not the Brecons.
I've never been either, Sue. Maybe we could go together sometime.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Excellent. Right, Sue, thank you ever so much for joining me.
No worries. Thank you for having me. Thanks for remembering my name.
I don't think I can forget it now. Yeah. I don't think I can forget it, in all fairness, Sue. But yeah, thanks for joining me, Sue, and I'm sure we'll catch up sometime soon.
Thank you very much, everyone.
You're welcome. Take care, Sue. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Right, there we go, ladies and gents. Thank you so much to Sue for joining me then. Right, let's get one of these first giveaways done then to begin with tonight. 65 people watching. Thank you all ever so much. First one is one of them, and that's courtesy of Mike from the Cheshire Wanderer. So to be with your chance of winning sticker, I don't even know what the easiest way to do it is, but if you want to be in with a chance, not in the live chat, but in the comments section of the video, just put #sticker. So because it's all going to be done through a random generator, it just picks a random winner. That's it. We're just going to get the generator to pick the winner, and we'll probably do an update in about 7 days' time. So it gives other people to have the opportunity to look at the video and for them to enter as well. So some people might not be able to watch tonight due to work commitments or whatever, but yeah, we're certainly going to draw that within 7 days. Right, what we got in the comments? Bye, Sue. Bye, Sue. Yeah. Dave Crouch, glad we haven't missed you, Dave. How do I take that? Is that a dig or what? Yeah. You know what? I just said about that giveaway. Put it in the comments. And there's some absolute plonker who's put it in the live chat. And you know what? He actually goes by the name of a Shropshire lad. And you know, oh no, guys, don't put it in the live chat. Put it in the actual comments section of the video, not into the live chat. And it was a Shropshire lad actually that put that, but then there's a couple of others following as well, probably because they see a Shropshire lad as a bit of a role model. But anyway, our next guest, it's very, very weird how I met this young lady. But yeah, where we met her, me and Andy from Got to Get Outdoors, we were actually up in Llangollen area, and it was in Storm Ellen. We hadn't been out for weeks, and we just wanted to get out and yeah, just embrace any weather we could. So we took a bimble up to one of the hills by the Ponderosa Cafe up there. Got onto the summit. It was howling with rain, and it was extremely windy. So we thought, you know what, sack this off. We're actually going to go down in a dip, and there was a quarry a bit further down. We left it till quite late, and we put the tents up, and we thought, you know what, we're actually in the middle of nowhere here. No one's going to find us. And then about an hour later, we saw this lady and two gentlemen approach us, and we got talking, and that's it. And ever since that, we've been speaking and been quite good friends. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Joe to the stream. Joe Outdoors. Hey, Joe.
Hello. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you absolutely fine. Yeah, you all right?
That's all right. I'm really nervous.
No, nothing to be nervous about here. Don't worry about that, Christ. No. So yeah, it was a bit of a strange one how we met you up there, wasn't it? I mean, me and Andy thought we were in the middle of nowhere, and out of nowhere, we saw you coming. I said to Andy, I said, "They're bloody coming right out." I say that, you know. And then it wasn't until later then we realised where you were going. So did you actually manage to find that pool in the end?
No, we didn't. We think it was, well, we don't know. I think it's been filled in by the looks of it. So, which is a bit of a shame, really. So I think it's like supposedly like a blue lagoon. So
yeah, okay.
Like filled in, which is just such a shame.
Yeah, right, Joe, thanks so much for joining me then. Some of you may have seen me put on Instagram and on the community section on Facebook. I was advertising Joe's YouTube channel the other week there. So yeah, this is Joe. Joe, give everybody an insight into what your channel is all about.
Oh my God. So basically my kind of thing is more a matter of giving people hints and tips and trying to encourage more sort of females to get into the outdoors. Because as we all know, the outdoors is very male dominated. Sorry, Dave. And I just want to encourage just more females to kind of get out there and kind of get over their fears of, I don't know, going for a wild wee or whatever it is. And yeah, just try and give people encouragement to get out, really. So that's kind of what my channel and kind of what I'm a bit about. So I used to be a PE teacher, now gone into outdoor instructing, and I'm now an outdoor instructor. Wow,
excellent. So you're an outdoor instructor. Maybe you could give a Shropshire lad some tips on hiking in the rain, because he's not a fan of that, to be honest. Oh, in fact, a Shropshire lad did say he wants one of your t-shirts.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, you can have one. We'll get one sorted.
There you go, Gord. You can get one. She'll get one sorted for you, mate. Okay, so you how long have you been on YouTube then, Joe? Have you been on it quite a while or not?
No, not long. I think my very first video was probably about 6 months ago.
Okay, so yeah, you're pretty new then.
Yeah, pretty new to it. So I was working out in Dubai at the time, and I was like, well, do you know what? I really want to, this is like one of my passions, to kind of encourage more females to get outdoors, and that's kind of where it all stumbled from, really. So yeah, I'm writing blogs about female equipment and how the trousers are always too long for females, or they're too small, or there's a lot. I may have caused a little bit of a stir at one point. What are you laughing at? What are they saying?
I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at one of the comments put in the chat by Matt Christian. You can have my wife to take with you, Joe. You know what? I'll probably say the same as well. A Shropshire lad's put, "Can you help with his diet?"
Of course I can.
Good, you just need to get in touch, mate. That's it. And then his best friend Stewie from Clibbery Walks has put, "What diet?" Them two are a comical pair.
Oh,
okay, so right, over to you. I believe you've got something to do for my viewers, haven't you? Or possibly your viewers as well, because I'm sure they're over here. Okay, so over to you, Joe.
So I know everyone has been like wondering what is in the square box. I posted like a little video saying, "Oh, like what is in it?" So I haven't opened it because of obviously COVID reasons, but I have my version of it, so I'll show you. So in the box is a Joe Outdoors mug. It's amazing.
Hey, check that out.
So in order to get your hands on your Joe Outdoors box, you need to give me a hashtag on sort of any form of social media, so whether that's Facebook, YouTube, you can do it on your comment box.
No, that if you're going to do it, Joe, don't keep it separate from mine. Get them to go onto your latest video, and they can maybe do it on there or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. So it's probably easier for me to either do it on Facebook or Instagram then in that case.
Okay.
So you guys go onto my Facebook, Instagram, and I don't know, you can post a picture, like a quick selfie of us on here on the live, or it can be your latest photo of your outdoor experience that you've just had. Drop me obviously a tag on that, so Joe Outdoors, and I'll put it in a generator and we will find out who is the winner.
Ooh. So there you go, ladies and gents. You know what to do then. Joe, a quick question for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Those mugs, how much are they to buy anyway, in case anyone else wants to buy one, if they don't get the opportunity to win it? How much are they?
How much are they? Oh, I hadn't even thought about that, if I'm honest.
Come back to us on that one then.
Yeah, can I come back to you on that?
Come back to us on that one.
Of selling them, I was just trying to give one away.
I know Wild Astro's just put in the comments that he wants one of them, so I'm sure he'll probably get in touch with you if people want one.
Yeah, sure. If you want one, get in touch. But obviously, I am giving one away for free. So we'll do that as a competition. And then if you don't win or whatever, then I can drop in a link as to how you can get hold of one. So a mug is always very handy when you're out wild camping and stuff, you know. So.
Absolutely. So with being an outdoor instructor then, Joe,
yeah,
you've obviously been in some real bad elements out there, I bet, haven't you? Oh, tell us the worst one.
Oh, the worst one. There's one where I was up Wygarn, and I took my dad there, and it was the first time that my dad had been up a mountain since he was like 14. He's now like, I don't know, 60. And he's like, oh, Joe, the weather, it's gonna rain. I was like, yeah, it's all right, don't worry, we'll be fine. And everything was fine. It's just the weather closed in, so it's just a bit of low clouds to navigate through, but it's fine. Navigated us down nice and safe, so it's fine. But
brilliant.
It was one of them moments where slippy rock, and obviously you've got your dad. He's trying to protect me, and I'm trying to protect him. It was a very weird combo.
That's it, yeah. Pride gets in the way, doesn't it?
So
I've had a message in the comments now. I don't know if it's from Kerry or Kat from T in Valhalla. Hi to you guys. Hope you're well. They've put, Joe, can you recommend a good pair of female hiking trousers?
My go-to hiking trousers, they are unfortunately, because it is my industry now that I work in, so I have gone expensive, is Paramo.
Paramo, yeah.
I absolutely rate Paramo like no other. I've had Gore-Tex, and I just feel like, you know, when you sweat on the inside, it feels like a bit of a bin bag sort of thing, and you end up getting wet regardless if it's from the rain or whether it's from sweat. Whereas Paramo, I just feel that it keeps, like, honestly, when I went up there in real bad weather, I was like, everyone else got drenched through their waterproofs, and there was only me and one other person who had Paramo on, bone dry.
Wow. Okay, so there you go, Kerry or Kat. Paramo. That's it for you. What else have we got? There's quite a few people in here saying that they want a Joe Outdoors mug.
Yeah, that's fine. We can sort that
out. One of our friends, Stewie from Clibby Walks, he said he'd buy one. Wild Astro wants to know what the hashtag's going to be, whether it be on your Insta or your Facebook or your YouTube.
Just Joe Outdoors.
Hashtag Joe Outdoors. There you go, gents and ladies. If you want a chance to win that mug, it is Joe Outdoors hashtag. Don't forget that. A Shropshire lad's put that was a very good advert for Paramo there. He said you might want to stick that on Instagram or something. Tasha from Woodside Walker, she's put that she's entered already for your competition. So I'm sure when you go away from here, there'll be quite a few messages for you to look back on. So has anyone else got any questions for Joe then? A Shropshire lad, sorry, forgive him, he's been a planking. I knew he'd do it. He's put hashtag Joe Outdoors in the live chat again. He does it on purpose. He's a funny man. He is. Anyway, Joe, last question for you. What is your favourite place to go hiking in the UK?
Ooh,
Tricky one, I know, and I do apologise for that.
too many. I am a Shropshire lass, so I am born and bred from Shropshire. I love Wales. Oh my God, it's too hard. I've been exploring Yorkshire recently. Oh, that's too hard of a question.
Would you say Snowdonia?
Snowdonia is my main place, so I'm gonna
Beautiful
go
place, Snowdonia is.
I
do love the Carned Eye.
Oh yeah, well that's where I did my last wild camp. Yeah, that was awesome. I love it.
Yeah, it's a lovely place that is. Somebody's put. I've just clocked it on the chat. Somebody's asked what your Instagram is.
Instagram.
What's your Instagram?
Joe Outdoors.
Joe Outdoors. There you go. Is it Jojo Outdoors or Joe?
Oh yeah, it's Joe. No, it should be Joe Outdoors. Should be Joe Outdoors.
If you get stuck, I'll drop a link in the description to this video after. All right, Joe's gonna have a look anyway.
I'm on it. I'm on it. It's really bad. I think
Joseph Phillips, evening to you, pal.
Yeah, it's Jojo's Outdoors is my Instagram.
Yeah, Pierre's just put on there, and Rob Nash. It's Jojo Outdoors. There you go. So, what have you got planned then, Joe?
Joe Outdoors on Instagram, so I had to adapt it.
Hey, that's why then, yeah.
Somebody's already got it. Damn it.
Yeah. So what have you got planned for the future then? What have you got lined up for when lockdown 2 is over? Have you got any hikes, wild camps planned?
Oh well, yeah. So I want to go up to Scotland. I want to go and spend like about a week or so in Scotland. So if you've got any recommendations, guys, I'd be more than open to hear your thoughts on that and where to go. So yeah, Scotland after for hiking and for some wild camping. I might like go to Bothies and do you know what I mean, like hop around.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be really good. So I want to spend like quite a bit of time up there. And then just kind of really pushing getting women and into the outdoors. So my plan is to kind of hopefully put on some kind of events or something like that to try and, so even if it's because I've heard of people wanting to go wild camping, I've heard of females wanting to go wild camping but never kind of don't feel safe enough to do it. So I want to try and do something to break down that barrier for them women. So whether that will be an event to do that and get people out. So that's kind of the plan.
That sounds great. That sounds good. That does, Joe. Yeah, I mean, I'm like you were saying there about getting females out wild camping. I struggle with getting a Shropshire lad out wild camping at the minute. He's not interested at the minute. Okay, so
you need to get some power. What it is.
He does. I'm not going to mention what's just happened to his Rab jacket. He'll kill me. It's brand spank new. So on my last live chat, we actually went for a wild camp up into a place called Mole Elio up in Snowdonia.
Right. Yeah.
And he stopped off to buy a Rab jacket in Cotswolds in what's it called? Betsy Coyd. Betsy Coyd, yeah, it was. And we got to the till. And they were offering discount if you worked for the NHS, and he was like, "Yeah, he works for the NHS, he does," and they give him some quite hefty discount off there. And I was like, "Do I?" You know, I thought I'd keep my mouth shut. And yeah, it's backfired on him. His jacket's gone a bit tits up. It has.
Oh, that's karma.
It is, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Right, my last question for you, Joe, is: what is your most essential piece of kit in your rucksack when you go hiking?
Essential piece of kit.
What would you always take?
Yeah, my Life Venture mug.
Okay.
Because it's like a flask but a mug all in one, and I drink warm for about 6 hours. So which is really good.
Okay.
I always take that with me because then when I leave the car park, I've got it. And then it will last all the way up, and then throughout the day I can like sip it and kind of have a little warm up. So yeah, that's my go-to.
Sounds good. That sounds good. I'm gonna have to look at one of them, I think.
Yeah, definitely get one because they are really good, and they're just bigger than like a mug size, if that makes sense. And
Yeah, yeah,
like you
yeah.
said, kind of sip it throughout the day. It's not big like a big flask. Not that there's anything wrong taking a big flask, but it's more weight, isn't it? Whereas this, because it's smaller, it's quite
T
good.
and Valhalla have put in the chats. They agree with you. They think they're great. They're amazing, rather. So obviously they've got one. Someone else has put Dave Crouch. He's just subscribed to Joe Outdoors.
Hey, thank you
There
so
you
much.
go. So if Lundy, good evening. Hope you're well, mate. And Backpacks and Bruises, who was just on previously before you, they've put that they love the Life Venture mugs. So there you go.
See, they are amazing. They're an amazing bit of kit. You have to get one if you don't have one because they are awesome. If only
there's a lot of people in here now saying that they've just subscribed to you. You know, and you were telling me earlier on in the week, isn't there? You know, you haven't really pushed it so much lately, but you're gonna go for it now, aren't you? Start making the videos and putting the content out there ready for people to view and enjoy,
Absolutely.
really, aren't you?
That's it. I think really, like sometimes there's so much information out there that you don't know what to kind of listen to and what not to listen to. So
yeah, that's it.
Smaller little chunks, so it's like not too overwhelming, if that makes sense. So
yeah.
to kind of ease people into it, because obviously if somebody has never been outdoors before, all right, they might have been for a walk, you know, to take the dog, but they've never kind of ventured any further than that. It can be quite nerve-wracking, and obviously with people's mental health sort of, it's quite a big thing happening at the moment.
Absolutely, yeah.
I think by kind of doing lots of little videos with lots of little hints and tips, I think will kind of be good for people out there to
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, encouraging others to make that step into the outdoors. Yeah,
absolutely. And solo camping, it's pretty good actually. It's quite nice.
Yeah. Right, Joe, thanks ever so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure having you on. You're welcome anytime.
Everyone, and yeah, thank you so much for all your love.
So if you haven't already, go on over to Joe's channel, Joe Outdoors. Go and check her out. Go and check out some of the videos that she's got there already. Most of them were what was done during lockdown as well. So certainly go and give us some support, because she's going to be putting some more videos out there coming soon anyway. So Joe, thank you ever so much, and we'll speak to you soon. All right.
Take care.
Shout out to your other half as well if he's watching.
I don't. He's in the other room, so I have no idea.
Oh,
I kicked him out.
Boring git. Right, take care.
Right, thank you. See you.
Goodbye,
bye,
Joe.
guys.
Bye. Do you want me to kick you out, Joe?
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I don't even know if I can, to be honest.
Oh, hang on. Oh, I think I might have it.
There you go. You're out of here. Thanks ever so much to Joe for joining me there. Right, here we go, guys. One of the other giveaways. It is the Trekology. Where's the bloody camera? Trekology UL80 sleeping mat, combined with the Trekology Aloft 2 pillow. That I highly rate. That is probably one of the bestest pillows out there. That is absolutely awesome to sleep on in your living room. I can't really comment for outdoorsy yet because I haven't tested it out and I don't want it. It's getting quite chilly, but I know quite a few people have rated them. A few people have slated them, but it's a sleeping mat, isn't it? Gets you off the wet ground and the cold ground as well. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my next guest straight in. But before that, if you want a chance to win both of these prizes, not in the live chat, in the actual comments section of the video, I just want you to put hashtag Trekology. That's it. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll put, well, no, you guys can do it. I'm sure you know how to spell Trekology. But yeah, put hashtag Trekology, and then we'll pick a winner within the 7 days, and we'll certainly let you know on the next video. No, Pierre, not in here, mate. You're doing another Shropshire lad. In the comment section, not the live chat. You get your smiling face, you bugger. Right, my next guest, I'm really, really hoping he's got some clothes on this time, to be fair. he is one of our own. He is one of our Shropshire Mafia boys, and he's a cracking guy. And it's only this year we kind of really got to know him, and since then he's become quite a good friend throughout. So, ladies and gents, please welcome Mr. Davey Boy Goes Wild. Hey up, Dave.
I have got clothes on.
Ah, that's what I was worried about, mate.
But I'm in my pajamas.
That's half a job, but at least you got your top on this time anyway. So
I have got a top on.
Normally
Just
what happens is we have a... Go on.
That mat, fantastic in the summer. Not very good in the winter, but...
ULAT, you on about here, yeah.
Best mat I've ever slept on in the summer by far. So whoever wins that,
okay,
will be really lucky.
Yeah, I mean, I've got one myself. I mean, Trekology sent me that one, which I was going to give away, but I thought, you know what, I'll keep it for myself because I've heard a lot of people rave about them. So I thought I'll keep it and we'll check it out in the summer. But through winter, I'll just continue using the Exped down mat, I think. So anyway, Davey Boy Goes Wild. What's your channel all about, Dave? Let's hear it.
God, I've been practicing this since when we went out with Stuart, and I couldn't even remember the name of my own channel. Right, basically, I am a big fat fella, completely out of fitness, everything like that, 52 years old, used to camp and hike years and years and years ago, started to get back in it, messaged Dave when I watched one of his videos about a year ago, and I just do it for fun. I love doing the videos.
Absolutely.
Photographer by trade, so I love doing the videos. The problem is I do the intro, I do getting there, I do setting up, and the second I'm set up, I go into camp mode and I completely forget about the videos. So all of my videos are like good intro, good start, and then they just die a death kind of thing. So I've got to get better. And I do a bit of vegan cooking because although I'm big, I have lost weight. Most of the time, I'm vegan. Most of the time.
You got to get a bit of meat inside you, mate.
It only happens if you go out with Gordon, I'll tell you.
Right, Davey. So what I have noticed about your channel is that quite a few of your videos they've actually spiked quite high with views, especially on the modifications that you've done to the nature hike and the Lanshan too. You did a modification video on them, and they spiked with views quite well. But I certainly don't think that the subscriber count you have sort of like justifies all the hard work and that you put in. I certainly think that you deserve a lot more.
I just had another one. Just
have you? Oh, hey, excellent. That's good. So yeah, so I certainly recommend Dave's channel. Not just because he's a local boy to us and he's one of our friends, but he's certainly a genuine lad. Certainly some good videos on that go out, isn't there, mate? That you, especially on the camps that you do with Stewie as well. You've just come back from a privatized place, haven't you? Which you had permission from, and that looked some great cooking on that.
There's a vicious rumor going around that I sort of like collecting tents. Don't know where that came from.
You're a tent whore, aren't you? Go on, I'll say it. It's past 9 o'clock. No, it's not past 9 o'clock.
Yeah, but so my probably best tent I would say is my Phil Raven, and Stewie just bought one for himself. So we went out and did a bit of a camp just to play with them, set them up, test them out. Keith came with us, who's not one of the guys, but came out with us.
He's in the chat box.
Oh, is he? Hey, Keith.
Yeah, how you doing, Keith?
Yeah, and we had a great night on the campsite, and Stewie's just found a place for the Shropshire Mafia Christmas camp. But my Lanshan modification video is just about 5,000 views, and I've got 380 subscribers. So I'm over the moon with that. And the only reason I bought the Lanshan was you.
Yeah, I love it. I do.
Although I bought one, Keith bought one. We went up Brown Clee. I think you've seen the video. Yeah,
I saw the video. Yeah,
thunder and lightning storm with 30-35 mile an hour winds, and they stood up incredibly well. They're brilliant tent. Yeah, absolutely brilliant tent.
Must be something about Brown Clee, and I know he's watching. Shout out to Uncle Outdoors who's watching. Me and him were up Brown Clee Hill. God, this must have been, it was last year this was, and we were in lightning, heavy rain, thunder, and we absolutely cacked ourselves, and it was about 4:30 in the morning. We thought, sod this, let's pack up and go. And it was, I must admit, it was terrifying, mate. Because I was fast asleep, and then all of a sudden, it was literally as if somebody just shone headlights in my car. It just lit up, and I I woke up and I cacked myself thinking, what the bloody hell's this?
Yeah.
And then I heard a rumble after, and I thought, oh.
Well, we camped where you camped, because we talked about going up there and you said where to go. And there's a lot of metal work up there. And if it's like
there is, yeah.
You are quite conscious that you're a big magnet,
masts, isn't there? Yeah.
Yeah, you're a big magnet for the lightning strike. So it is quite hairy.
Yeah, Keith just put in the chat box there. He says, you're a good buddy and a camping partner, and you're a great cook, and you both cook up a storm.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good man, Keith, yeah.
My super fan.
Yeah. So when all this crap's over, mate, lockdown 2, for example, where it could potentially be our Christmas camp, really, couldn't it?
Yeah.
But are you hoping to get one in before then, if the actual release date is beginning of December?
Yes, 100%. You know me. I
Yes.
actually prefer winter camping. I don't mind the rain, don't mind the winds, love the snow, the cold, the ice. Bigger guy, I can always be warm. And I just find it really comfortable in the wintertime. So I'll be going out throughout the whole winter. As you know, with Jo earlier just said she wants to go up to Scotland. I'm off up to Scotland with Stuart, Cledbury Walks. I'm going with him and Keith. We're going to walk the Great Glen Way. I think about the same time you're going to be walking somewhere up in Scotland as well, aren't you?
We'll see.
We'll see.
I've just had a comment in there. You know, John that comes on the nightly chat with us.
Yeah.
I just read it. I think he's trying to stir something here. He's put, do you prefer Fjallraven or Hilleberg, Davey?
Do you know what?
He's a bugger, isn't he?
He is.
Tell he's Welsh.
It doesn't matter to me. It's a 10 into 10. I bought the Fjallraven because when my father passed away, he left a certain amount of money for us all to go and buy something that we wouldn't buy ourselves ever, kind of thing, just as a little bit of a spoiler.
Yeah.
What I bought. I couldn't afford the Hilleberg because if I had, I only wanted to use that money. If I'd have had more, I would have bought the Sulu or the Solo, however you pronounce it. But I didn't, so I bought the Abisko Light 2, and it's a brilliant tent, and there are people out there. Well, I think you might even be a Hilleberg owner nowadays, wouldn't you? No. So was that the one you borrowed then when you went out with Gordon?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. There are people that get really snobby about it, but I don't give a rat's ass, me. Sorry, what's the time? Yeah, close enough. A tent's a tent's a tent. I even though I've got it, and I've been out, well, I've camped this year about 52 times, I think. Half of that in the garden. But the majority of that, I've either been in the Lanshan or the nature hike. So it doesn't matter what tent you have, really. It's just getting out there is important. Yeah,
I must admit, Uncle Outdoors, he highly rates his nature hike Cloud Peak too as well. He loves it. I mean, he's got a stock of tents as well, and I'm interested to find out which is the one he prefers. But I think from when we were last camping on that Hill Fort, he was in his Cloud Peak too, and he really enjoyed that. He thinks that's a cracking little tent. But I'm still, yes, even though I am now a Hilleberg owner, I do still love my Lanshan too. I lovely little tent. I do love them.
The thing I find about the Lanshan and the Cloud Peak is I can kneel up in them and I can actually take my t-shirt off above my head without having to duck down or anything like that. And I can't do that in any of the other tents I've got. And I've got a lot. Yeah. Excellent.
Right. Whilst you're still on, Dave.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna give another one of these away. And if you want to win a sticker, I know some of you have already. Go to Davey's channel, subscribe to him, and then on his latest video, so his newest video that's out, just put #sticker, and then he's going to draw a winner for me in the week. And yeah,
as
you can pick the winner for me, Davey.
Okay, I will do that. As with many things,
use the random generator as well, so it's fair. All right.
Yeah. Well, as with many things, I'll be calling you up saying, "How the hell do I do
this?" Yeah. Right. Has anybody got any questions for Davey? I'm sure the Wild Bear. Bear's in the house. Hi, Claire. You all right? Mike. She loves the Cloud Peak.
Yeah. I ask her if she's I can. She can probably hear me. With being very respectful, has she got down to her underwear in her sleeping bag yet?
It's weird you mentioned that. That's coming round in a bit of a vicious circle because she always takes the mick out of me saying, "Have you got your trousers on?" And that was from when I did the Heart of Wales line trail with Gordon. My trousers split.
Well, she's just got the same sleeping bag I've got, and she said she wasn't particularly warm.
That's it. She has, yeah.
Yeah, she had to have a coat on and everything like that in it. But the problem was, if she's wearing too many clothes, you don't, your body heat doesn't heat up your sleeping bag.
I've just seen somebody. Oh, Lenny, hello from NYC, New York. Good evening. Hey. You're an American boy, aren't you, Davey?
Yeah, I spent 10 years over there. I lived in Jersey and worked in New York for 4 years.
That's it, yeah.
West 57th Street.
Claire's put no, she still has 3 layers on.
She'll still be cold.
Clibry Walks has put, ask Davey if he feels different now he is famous after being recognised. You've been recognised and spotted, my friend.
I've told everybody I've bumped into, and I've been smiling about that. Stu and I met up for a cup of coffee the Saturday, I think it was, and while we were there, somebody started waving at me from the car, and I thought, what the hell? Went over and said hello, and it's like, "You're Davey Boy, aren't you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." But then when Stuart sauntered up, obviously he took over because she lives in Cledbury and she's seen all of his walks. And it was really nice listening to her, actually, because she was saying that through lockdown, she went on a lot of the walks Stewie had done, and she found them really, really useful.
I must admit, those videos that Stu, for any of you that don't remember Stu was on the last live video. He basically started up a YouTube channel just to, for people that were housebound due to COVID, he was actually taking them on like virtual walks through their local town, and it proved quite popular with them. And he's started to run out of footpaths a little bit now, hasn't he? So he's having to broaden his walks, and he's going to start doing a lot more wild camping, and he takes his lad with him. So yeah, certainly if you missed the last live session, go and check out Stewie's channel. That was I thought that was quite a good way to get a channel going, and it proved quite popular with the people that were housebound.
But yeah, so I now know how you feel when we were all out and the guy sort of stopped in the middle of the road to wave at you and go, "Hey!"
Claire's put, "I will try and be brave next time and take some clothes off."
Hey, yeah.
Okay, Dave. You are going to be coming back on in about 10 minutes. So yeah, just get yourself back in the lobby, because there's going to be a few others. We're all going to come on together, and that's going to be what one of our giveaways is. So we'll see you in about 10 minutes, buddy. All right.
How do you ever work out where your thumbs are on this thing? It's crazy.
I don't know. All right, buddy. I'm giving you the middle finger right now.
Oh.
There we go. He's out of here. Right. Okay. So those are the 3 guests that I've had on this evening. I'm going to take some questions from you guys now. And yeah, in about 10 minutes time, I'm going to drag a few others in. So for the others that are going to be coming on after, if you could just get yourselves in the lobby ready and waiting for us, that'd be grand. So come on then, you lovely lot. Let's have some questions for you guys within reason. Grizzly D, if you take your clothes off, then you always have gear to put on. That's absolutely true. I like to wake up nice and warm in the morning when it's cold and keep them on. Wolfman White, I'm way south by Lake Erie. Where the hell's that? That's USA, isn't it? Ontario, yes. A Shropshire lad, I always sleep naked, just saying. He is in the chat tonight, but he can't come on because he's got no damn internet. But yeah. Reece P, just purchased my first tent, Van Gogh Nevis 200. Any experience? No, mate, I've had no experience. I've got a Banshee 200. Highly rate that. Excuse me. Even though it's short or very rubbish for headroom, but I've heard a lot of good things about the Nevis, so I'm sure you'll be quite fine with that. Dave Crouch, I'm really interested in trying wild camping, but my Donna isn't. How would you sell it to her, Dave? Wow, good question, Dave. I would put her in contact with Joe Outdoors. who's just been on before Davey. Yeah, I would certainly do that, or certainly get her to watch some of Joe's videos for inspiration, or even Backpacks and Bruises, or even Trek Linda. There's some very good channels to with females that go out hiking and camping. Definitely worth a watch. I'll try and pitch it to her that way and say, look, females do it. A Shropshire lad, Canada, you nice person. Okay, yeah, sorry. Essex Plodder, good evening, chap. Hope you're well. By the way, you can't enter the competition until the video is no longer live. I haven't thought about this that well, have I? Right, what I'll do is when this live's finished, I'll edit the description and I'll put the hashtags to what you need to put into the comments section. Thanks for relaying that to us. Camping Dan 85, your mum is a massive supporter of your channel. Are we going to see her doing a camp with you and the Shropshire Mafia? I don't think my mum will come out wild camping, mate. I took my dad out camping. We're back. Christ, it was before the YouTube days. I took my dad out camping up in the Shropshire Hills, and he absolutely loved it. But he's always been an outdoorsy type of guy, anyway. So. But yeah, he absolutely loved it. So I'm sure I'll try and drag him out for another one when all this bloody COVID's over. Diver Grey, winter camp after lockdown too, mate. Yes, mate. I am me and Wild Astro were talking about this the other day, actually. We really want to do a snow camp. So as soon as we get a dousing of the white powder somewhere, we're going to be up there and we're going to be finding which hills, mountains have got it. And we're certainly going to be pitching our tents up and do a snow camp. I really want to. I haven't done one for a couple of years now, but yeah, I really want to do one. Let's see what else we've got. Adam T Outdoors, evening to you, boss. When's the next live chat, mate? It's helping people through lockdown. I don't know. We'll try and do one once a month, maybe. I think once a month is ample. It's enough, that is, mate. So yeah, probably we'll go with one a month, I reckon. Tash, is Shropshire lad naked? Is that why he's not coming on? Has he become a naturist? Oh, if only you knew him. If only you knew him like we did. Do you know what? That's probably actually Tash. I reckon his internet coming down was a bit of a ploy. What else we got? Robert Hall, thinking of getting a poncho. What do you reckon? Depends what type of poncho you're after. Now, if you watch Hayes Outdoors, you'll probably notice that he had a Snug Pack enhanced patrol kit years ago when he did his coast to coast. And although it's light and although it's good, he said it was awful. It let him down. It leaked on his camera, got his phone wet. I've not really had any experience with ponchos, to be honest. I've always been a bit of a Gore-Tex or a polyester type of guy with religious waterproofing. So it's up to you. It's up to the individual, whatever your personal choice is. But yeah, I've always gone for a bit of Gore-Tex or a bit of polyester, really. Essex Plodder, we all sleep naked under our clothing, do we, mate? Hey. Dave Crouch, you're welcome, mate. No problem. Hope your wife or your partners. I hope you managed to drag her out camping. Keith, I ain't going to read that out. Joe Outdoors, yes. Snow camp, yes. You can come and join us, Joe. You can come and join the Shropshire Mafia. I'm glad I've seen your name crop up in the chat. Rebecca Deering, I'm looking forward to a winter camp and testing out my. Hi, Rebecca. I hope you're well. Yeah, I'm looking forward to a proper solid winter camp in the minus figures as well. Certainly be a great chance to check out the gear that we've got anyway, see if there's any room for improvement anywhere. Right, okay. I'll come back to some questions after. There's one last little giveaway, which it was something that I thought of earlier, and a few of the other guys were quite happy to come on board with it. So just bear with me. There's a couple of guys waiting in the lobby. I'm just going to drag them in. And we should have Mr. Davey Boy Goes Wild and Richie from Wild Astro. Good evening, gentlemen.
Cool T-shirt. I like T-shirt.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh, right. Sorry, you weren't talking to me. Get yourself gone.
Yeah, there.
Okay, Rich. So I've just explained about another giveaway that's coming up. Obviously, it's something that we as a collective have never given away before. So I'll let you introduce it, mate.
Okay, yeah. So the Shropshire Mafia, I'm not entirely sure. How many of us are there now? There's got to be eight
About
of us.
7 or 8, isn't there? Yeah.
Now, something like that. We go out fairly regularly when COVID allows to on group camps and that sort of thing. And we thought, hey, it'd be really cool to get someone we've never camped with before out with us as a group to have a bit of crack, a few beers, and a night under the stars, hopefully. So, we're actually giving away the opportunity for someone to come out on a camp with the Shropshire Mafia.
Absolutely. So, Jock Wan, he's just entered or come on screen. And there we go. He is on screen now. Good evening, Michael. Oh, you're on silent, mate, I think. Good evening. That's better.
There he is.
And we've also got Stewie on as well. So obviously we can't have Gordon on, and there's a couple of others that can't come on tonight as well. Obviously because of kids and work commitments and that. But so what we've decided to do, as Rich has quite rightly said, we're going to be putting it out there for someone to come and join us, Shropshire Mafia lot, for a wild camp. Now, the reason we've brought Jock Wan on is Jock Wan is our main man for the cooking side of it. So nothing will need to be bought for cooking. I'll supply all that. Jock Wan is our head chef when we're out on a camp, also along with Davey Boy as well. He's certainly he's got a few little bits of ingredients up your sleeve, haven't you, pal? Hey?
Onion rings and the like.
That's it. Yeah, take a big wok with you, don't you?
A wok one.
Okay. So, what do you boys think we should put as the hashtag to hashtag Shropshire Mafia? What do you reckon?
It's got to be Shropshire Mafia, hasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay. So, if you boys want to, or you boys and any of you ladies want to come and join us on a wild camp, as Rich said, a few drinks, some great banter, and a chance to meet some great guys and mix with some of the lads that I absolutely love to get out with, who I've got a lot of time for, then yeah, in the comments just after this video ends, you just need to put hashtag Shropshire Mafia, and that's it. So there we go. So we all know Stewie Clibbery Walks and Wild Camping. He was on the last one. Jock Wan, you won't see Jock Wan, aka Mike, because he doesn't have a YouTube channel, but you've probably seen him in quite a few of mine and Gordon's videos. Pleasure to always join him on a camp and be with. And then we've seen Davey Boy, and we all know Rich. He doesn't need any introductions whatsoever. I see somebody's put a comment in there, Paula Parkinson. Where's the link to join? I'm not quite sure what you mean. If you could just put in the thing in the chat box, please, Paula. What do you mean by the link? If it's on about for the prizes, the giveaways, then I'll put them in the description of the video after.
Yeah,
so there we go.
Dave, I think you need to explain again that they can't comment on the video until it's finished and it's been published. So they have to...
that's right. Yeah. Yeah. So what you'll find is you can't comment on the video until such time as this live session is finished, and then once this live session's finished, you'll be able to then just put your hashtags in there. So if you've been with us from the start, thank you very much. You've heard the hashtags that you need to put in, whether it be for the sticker, the Trekology stuff, or the actual Shropshire Mafia. And yeah, that's put them in the comments, and we'll draw them in a week's time. Dusty Baggins, can I join the chat? Sorry, mate, no. In a nutshell. Lucy, Nottingham Lass. Everybody wave to Lucy, Nottingham Lass. We all need to go and visit her channel. Hey up, Duck. Mid-duck.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Joe Outdoors, can I be your female representative? What do you reckon, boys?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, somebody's got a bit more knowledge than all of us, I reckon so. So, gents, thanks ever so much for joining me on screen. These are some of the guys that will be joining us on a Mafia camp. A couple of others can't make it, as I said earlier. But yeah, these are some of the guys that will be joining us on a camp. Gents, thank you ever so much for coming on and introducing yourselves.
Yeah.
Roger.
Catch you later.
See you later, guys.
See you later. Richie, just stay on, mate.
Yeah.
I just want to ask you, Rich, actually.
Go on.
How are you getting on with your camper conversion? Go on.
Yeah, someone just asked in the comments if they're going to win Astro 1 in this giveaway. Oh no, you definitely don't want Astro 1 in the state it's currently in. What Dave's referring to, if you haven't seen it, there's a new playlist on my channel of I've bought an old Vauxhall Vivaro van, and I'm converting it into a camper van, just something that me and Elliot can use for traveling around. And if the weather's horrifically bad when we get to where we're going, we can sleep in there. It's also going to be a bit of a family camping vehicle as well. Don't worry, I'm not going to be leaving the tent behind. I'm still going to be getting out there and camping in either the Lanshan or the Anjan 2. But yeah, jump over to Wild Astro at some point and have a look at my my camper van conversion films. I think I've just released episode 4 where I strapped on my big boy pants and drilled an enormous hole in the side of the van to put the first window in, which was one of the most stressful and nerve-wracking things I've done since my divorce, I think. So yeah, get on over there and have a look, because it's quite a process that I'm putting it through.
Have you drilled any big holes anywhere else, or
I did the second window yesterday. Yeah, I didn't film that one. I'm just going to put a little short sort of montage of the windows going in and the start of episode 5, I think, because I think the main thrust of episode 5 is going to be finishing the insulation and getting the electrics in.
Look forward to that session then, mate. Best of luck with it.
Yeah, cheers. It has been good fun.
Yeah. So if any of you want to see what Richie's van conversion looks like, go and check out Wild Astro, and certainly go through his playlist and start from episode 1 and see what he's done to it from when he had it from whoever you bought it off. I can't remember who it was, but yeah, certainly go and check out what the progress he's made.
Do you know, I can't remember the name of the company. Someone over in Stoke. But yeah, it was, very, very good deal. Less than 2,500 for that van.
Good man. Right then, Rich. Thanks for joining us, mate. Best of luck with Astro 1.
Welcome.
And
thanks for having me.
No, you're welcome, mate. Look after yourself. Speak to you soon.
Hey, buddy.
Take care. Right, let's shift through some more of these comments then. So, Bushcraft with L. Great live video, lads. Stay safe. Yeah, stay safe to yourself. Pierre Reese, Astro 1 is looking good, mate. Yeah, he's done a cracking job of that. To be fair, you want to see it now. It's got the other window in. Yeah, it looks quite epic now. Jason Phillips, what are you drinking? If there is craft beer, I'm out. Yeah, as I explained earlier, mate, it's Aldi's own. They're starting to stock some absolute amazing IPAs at the minute. Get yourself in there. Paula Parkinson, Dave, you sound like an all guys only. I don't understand that. I'm sorry. Right, what questions have you guys got? Come on, we got 10 minutes. I ain't going to carry this on any longer. 10 minutes, get your questions in, and then we're out of here for the night. Got work tomorrow, early start. I'll be back in a sec. Bushcraft with our favourite time of year for wild camping. What's a good question? It's got to be winter. It's got to be winter, mate. I think summer is just, and the summer really kind of put me off this year. So from when I walked that last stretch of the Heart of Wales line trail with Gordon, it was 24, 28 degree heat, and that just ruined me. I got to the end, and even to the point where we made it on top of that hill and there was no water, I was actually starting to worry about myself at one point because I ran out of water. And yeah, that kind of put me off a little bit. Although it's nice with the weather if you're just doing a short walk in a camp, but I think although it's cold, winter's got to be the one for me. I think real nice snow camp I'd like. Ken's Crow, been driving and listening to this without visuals, just got home and they're only 10 minutes. I know, I'm sorry, but I've been on here almost an hour and a quarter now, which that seems to have gone pretty quick. So yeah, I'm just going to go through these comments quick and then we'll end it, I think. But I do apologise, but thanks ever so much for listening anyway, much appreciated. Adam T Outdoors, where's your winter camp going to be? Wherever it'll take us, mate. Wherever it'll take us. To be fair, I haven't even decided anywhere where to go yet, mate. I've got one in mind. I've got one planned, but I haven't really thought about it. As soon as lockdown's out the way, I'm out the door. I'm going for it, as they say. Woodside Walker, thought you'd have Christmas decks up in your man cave. Nah, you're all right, thanks. Shropshire lad, I've just seen a message from you somewhere. Probably. What's your must-have bit of kit then, Dave? Must-have bit of kit. It's a very good question, actually, Gordon. My must-have bit of kit really would probably be my Sawyer water filter. Don't really go anywhere without that. That's a cracking bit of kit. And as you know, Gordon, from that puddle that we filtered water from, it was a bit of a game changer. That was a bit of a lifesaver, in my opinion. But yeah, Sawyer water filter. If you haven't got one of them already, you need to. They're a cracking bit of kit. What's your Not Another Adventure channel? Good evening. What's your favourite winter camping gear? Do you know what? I don't really think I've got a favourite bit of winter camping gear. Well, saying that, the X-Bed down mat I've got, that is a great sleeping mat. But what I've actually been searching for at the moment is they're from Nature Hike, but they haven't got any large in stock, and they're the Nature Hike down boots, like slippers that you can get. I've really fancied a pair of them, but I've looked at eBay, Amazon, AliExpress, large. They're all sold out. There's only small and medium available. But yeah, I'll be certainly keeping my eye out for a large pair on them. 007 Vauxhall, area for wild camping. If you're asking where my favourite area is for wild camping, it would be Peak District. Do love it there. I know I've been twice, and the one was basically a write-off anyway. But yeah, Peak District is a lovely place. T in Valhalla, is this you, Kerry, or is that you, Kat? Who's asking that one? Do you know what? You two are coming on the next live session. Any walk, anywhere, where and why? Wish list for 2021. I'm not going to give too much away. I have got something planned for next year. And that's all I'm going to say, because we don't know what the hell's going on with COVID at the minute, whether it's going to be another restriction or whatever. But yeah, I've got something big coming up in 2021, along with the other lads that you've just seen on. So yeah, it's going to be a great one, that is. But I ain't going to give too much away just yet. Grizzly D, how far do you walk on average to a wild camping spot? It differs, to be fair, mate, and it also depends who I'm out with. I mean, some people do have different abilities in how far they can walk. I like to hike. I like to go for it and feel like I've earned a wild camp. And I know Gordon's the same, and I think that's why me and him click quite well, to be honest. But yeah, I'm quite happy to walk 2-3 mile. I'm quite happy to hike 10 mile, 13 mile. Even if it ruins me. That one on the Heart of Wales Line Trail, we walked 14 mile, and that ruined me. That did. That was a killer. Gareth Chandler, would you trust the Lanshan 2 3-season in the winter or too cold? I must admit, Gareth, I had mine with the 3-season inner up in January up on Mole Shabod, and it got down to -2. I've got a North Face Blue Kazoo sleeping bag, and I must admit I was kept lovely and warm all through the night. But yeah, you can certainly feel that cold air coming through. If your sleeping bag hasn't got a good comfort or limit rating, I'd certainly advise maybe getting the 4-season inner for the Lanshan. But yeah, Lanshan, you're onto a winner there, mate. Good little tent for the price. Diver Grey, you're looking forward to a winter camp. Yeah, it certainly does test your mettle, doesn't it? I must say. Walks with Ollie. Hi, Ollie. Hope you're well, pal. How do you keep active through lockdown and not being able to camp? Good question, mate. The camping part of it is really, really peeing me off at the minute. And I just want to go out and camp. And I know there's people on there. And there's even been people unsubscribed probably from if I went out camping, which, you know, that's their choice. But if footballers are allowed to play football and the subs bench can go and huddle up on the subs bench together, but we can't go and do a solo overnighter. And yet a lot of people's arguments to that is, yeah, but you're putting excessive stress onto the NHS if anything happens. Yeah. And so is your unlimited outdoor exercise in my eyes. You know, you could be walking up anywhere, you could be going over on your ankle, hobbling, not walking. It's the rules though, you know, don't get me started on that. Robert Hall, my first wild camp will be December. What you reckon are my chances of having a good camp? Depends where you go. Depends what type of kit you've got, and it depends if you've gone prepared. If you've gone prepared, every camp will be a good camp. If you go unprepared, you'll always have maybe that odd one that might not be so good, should we say. But I think if you go prepared, mate, you'll have a cracking little camp. Woodside Walker, have you or would you do a long distance trail? Great Glen Way. Yeah, I'd possibly do that. I know Davey Boy and Stu, they're doing it next year. And yeah, I'd certainly do it in maybe a couple of years' time or whatever. I know me and a Shropshire lad have got a lot planned for the Heart of Wales Line Trail. We've still got to complete that, which is another lengthy trail. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what. I'd love to go up to Scotland though and try something new. Misty Mountain Rambler. Yeah, Lanshan go straight for the 4-season. Yeah, I do agree with you, mate. Yeah, definitely. A Shropshire lad, sunset or sunrise, which is the best? I'd say sunrise. And the reason I say sunrise is because normally we're up early and you know if the sun's out, it's going to be a nice day. How's that for a theory? Let's roll with that anyway. Yeah, Pierre, it's definitely is a touchy subject to make to camp or not to camp in lockdown. I must admit, I'm not. And yeah, it does ruin me, to be fair. I mean, I enjoy the walking and the hiking, but the camping, as I said in my last video, I do enjoy that, mate. Yeah. Wild Bear. Ooh, I could rant for days about it. Yeah, tell me about it. I'll tell you what. Give us a phone call. We'll have a rant together, shall we? T and Valhalla. Eek. Thanks, Dave. We are both watching. Pleased you are planning for 2021. We all need something to look forward to. Absolutely, yeah. We seriously do need something to look forward to. I mean, this year, 2020, I've wrote that off completely. Although, saying that, I've had some great camps. I've met some great people. And when I say great people, I've met the likes of John, who you saw me at Cadair Idris and Cadair Burn with. I've met him this year, even though I've probably been speaking to him on and off for quite a while. And yeah, it's always nice to meet new people. But I think planning your adventures is certainly a way to go, just to keep it together, something to look forward to, and something to certainly pass the time of day, especially. Pierre, Dave, go camping, don't record videos, problem solve. Yeah, it is a problem solver, mate, but I don't particularly want to do that, to be honest. Cheshire Wonder, Mike, good evening to you. Yes, mate, I've give you a shout out earlier, mate. I'm not sure if you saw. As we said earlier, as we were talking in the week, mate, somebody's going to be winning that courtesy of you. So yeah, thank you very much. Hopefully they've shown some support and gone over to your channel and had a look, mate. Right, guys, thanks ever so much for watching. I'm going to leave it here for tonight now. That's me done. I can hear me little and going to bed, so that's my cue, that is. So yeah, thanks ever so much for joining me. It's been probably the longest one I've done, almost an hour and a half, and it's gone pretty damn quick, that is. So I'm going to go and finish this, and I just want to take the time to say thank you to every single one of you. Don't forget to do your beers. I'll update the video description as we come off. Thanks ever so much for joining me, and I'll see you on another lockdown adventure, probably in this frigging room actually, which I'll give it, might give it a lick of paint for you next time. See you again.